Greetings everybody, BJ Weller back with you for day 50 of 100 days of gaming. This is it. This is the halfway mark. We are halfway through the challenge here of playing 100 different games, streaming it for at least 1 hour for 100 consecutive days, leading up into our 25-hour gaming marathon, all to raise money for the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia. $95 in of our initial step goal of $250 for the hospital. 100%, every single penny of that goes to the hospital, goes to helping the hospital help the kids in their care get better, give them a better quality of life, save their lives. All sorts of other stuff too, research and development, pet therapy, music therapy, all sorts of great stuff that this music that this donation money is used for by the hospital to help the kids under their care. So yeah, day 50 here. We're gonna wrap up finally the Wildlife Park series with Wildlife Park 3 today for day 50 of 100 days of gaming. So we did play Wildlife Park 1 and 2 earlier on, and then of course it just the way things worked out with my schedule and stuff like that. I never scheduled Wildlife Park 3 earlier because then with taking the family holiday and that kind of stuff, and the way I worked some other series, I just sort of pushed Wildlife Park 3 a little bit further down the list here for the games when we were going to be playing these games. So 50 games in, 50 games to go, 50 days of streaming left to go. November 2nd at 4 p.m. In the afternoon, it's a Friday afternoon, we will begin that 25-hour marathon. Tentative list is down below the live stream window here. So if you're watching this as a highlight on Twitch, you actually probably should still see it. I think when you play highlights, it actually has all the good information about our channel here down below that window. If you happen to be watching this on YouTube, come on over to channel BJ Weiler on Twitch. There's actually a link to that in the description, along with some other great and fun links for RMG gaming and more in the description of this video. So be sure to check it out, and check out that description on Twitch as well. All those same links are in the highlight of this video on our Twitch channel. Ultimate goal this year is $1,000. If I can get $1,000 in before I start the marathon on November 2nd, I shall dye my hair purple. The it will never happen goal is $2,000. If I can get that by the end of the year, I will actually shave my head, and we'll probably do a live stream of me shaving my head for that as well. But yeah, I guess that's it. We can get on playing. You can actually, you can donate safely, securely, and anonymously. Thank you to all my current donators as well. Like I said, $95 in, much appreciated. 38% of the way to the initial goal here. You can donate safely, securely, and anonymously using the aforementioned links in the Twitch highlights and YouTube video, of course. Again, everything down below the live stream window here that you can check out as well, including our RMG gaming store and our affiliate link for our Twitch kitten store. You can get cool Twitch kittens and RMG gaming branded merchandise and more. So without further ado, let's rock some Wildlife Park 3. So I think the tutorials, if I read it correctly, are in the campaign mode. So we will begin the old campaign and see how we go. So Children's Hospital of Philadelphia doing some stuff with a hospital in Lancaster as well. Saw some videos on the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia's YouTube channel in regards to some kids that were getting CHOP level care at the hospital in Lancaster. So they work with the Lancaster Hospital as well. And as I have mentioned on previous days as well, CHOP is actually opening up an entirely new facility in the King of Prussia area, which will run and work concurrently with CHOP and treat kids with the same kind of fantastic care. We still, oh, it's not responding again. There's a shock. There's a shock. We seem to be getting that a lot lately with this system. So, unfortunately, I think as the years go by, obviously the system gets older, and yeah. Problems with it. All right, so these internship diploma, the business venture in your own park. So that's sort of, I think these four are the tutorial, and it opens up. With a lot more annual death, diseases, plant diseases, bank balance 7,500, park level 1 star, 5,000. So the internship. Oh wow, that's tons of cash there. There's no limited overdraft. There's no death, diseases, park levels. So let's see. Let's check out the internship. We'll start there. You're studying holistic zoo and animal management in New York, USA. And the excellent results you achieved in your studies have gained you an internship at a small wildlife park in South Africa. You're thrilled to have your first practical experiences in Africa, where the most attractive zoo animals originate. Really? That might be debatable. You will learn so much about how to look after animals and plants, and will also find out how to keep the park residents happy. Oh. Should have taken a nap this afternoon, but so much to do, so much going on, unfortunately. Rather a restless, sleepless night, the young Abby, the troll, refused to go to bed, refused to go to sleep, so she ended up crawling in with Mr. and Mrs. Weiler and falling asleep.
Welcome to South Africa. You're the new intern. My name is Enrique, and I'm the head of the personnel department here. It's great that someone has traveled so far to learn more about how to keep African wildlife. I sometimes get the feeling that all young guys think of nothing but soccer.
But yeah, so it's a restful night for her, not so much for us, the way she moves around and yeah. Alright, so let's see here. Let's do, where are our options? Achievement unlocked, millionaire already, yeah, because we got $1 million to do this. Alright, so I guess I got no options for the music here. We'll just, well, you know what, let's just go back to the main menu here. So I don't want to have issues with the music setting off YouTube flags either. So we'll just do that there. We'll move it down that way. There we go. A little bit distracting too is I gotta turn my mic up enough just so I can hear, or turn my headphone volume up enough just so I can hear the mic through the headphones.
Welcome to South Africa.
That makes the sounds rather loud too.
My name is Enrique, and I'm the head of the personnel department here. It's great that someone has traveled so far to learn more about how to keep African wildlife. I sometimes get the feeling that all young guys think of nothing but soccer.
Yes, okay, good, excellent, no new messages, so
We're only in the building phase, but my boss has some ambitious plans. Since his last visit to the US, he's been raving about the fabulous wildlife parks they have there. Come a little closer, and I'll tell you something. Tip, use the mouse wheel to zoom closer in.
okay.
So between you and me, my boss is a real entrepreneur and seems to have gotten mixed up with some dubious investors.
Uh-oh.
If you want my opinion, the only thing these guys care about is money. They don't give a damn about the animals.
Well,
But
that's
on the
not
other
good.
hand, we desperately need those investors here, because in the past, the state has been pumping money into conserving the rich diversity of animal species. But now it looks like those funds are needed to maintain all the new soccer stadiums they've been building. But hey, enough of that. I want to show you something. Follow me. Tip, use the mouse wheel to zoom out and move the mouse to the edge of the screen to follow Enrique. You can also use the arrow keys on your keyboard to do this.
Or the WASD keys, apparently.
We're planning a big adventure park here, where visitors from all over the world can see the most magnificent African animals right up close. It will be a unique experience for the whole family. We haven't introduced any big cats here yet, as they're more difficult to keep than grazing animals. Come on, I'll show you around. Tip, use the arrow keys or move the mouse to the edge of the screen.
But since I'm in window mode, that doesn't work as well, so we shall use the WASD keys. Something over there. I saw something over there. Not sure what it was. There it is. Sounds like a zebra. Looks like a zebra derriere.
Take a look into this enclosure. You're a city dweller, eh? So maybe these stripes look a little familiar, huh? Only kidding. This is Bianca, our baby zebra.
There she is.
Bianca was only born a few weeks ago, but sadly her mother did not survive the birth. It is important you learn how to handle vulnerable animals, so that's why first we're going to attend to Bianca.
Bianca.
Let's see how Bianca is getting on. Every time you select an animal, a list of the current well-being status and needs of that animal will appear on the bottom right of the screen.
Down here, I suppose.
Like all hoofed animals, zebras are herd animals, so we want to integrate Bianca into our herd of zebras. Maybe we'll find a surrogate mother willing to suckle her. So please put Bianca in the zebra enclosure close by, next to the water trough if you can. Tip, select an animal and then click OK to move it to another spot.
Well, where's the other zebra enclosure? They don't look like zebras. Oh yeah, it's the tram car like out of Jurassic Park there. Oopsie. I clicked out of the window, that doesn't help. The tram car go. There it is. Watch out for cacti. Ugh, right through me. Okay. Let me get rid of that. Okay. Now I still have to find the zebra enclosure. Oh, there they are. Okay. Take.
Well done! Take some time to have a look around our park. We have another enclosure with gazelles.
There's the zebras. There's little Bianca. The animals look pretty darn good.
Oh yeah, if you're through with the task or don't know what to do next, use the flashing button at the top here to find out more about the tasks you have open.
Okay, I'm good. I'm just checking out the zebras. Oh, here comes one. Hello. I gotta watch that. You don't go too far out of my window here. Oops. So where are the gazelles at? We're over. There's the gazelles. Next. And mineral deficiency. I'd love to have a good scratch on something. Wouldn't we all? So where is he now? I gotta get back to him. Ah, here we go. It's the turtlets.
Good! Here you can see an overview of all your outstanding tasks and your progress in each one. But right now, Sarah, the park's landscape architect, is waiting for you by the gazelle enclosure. Go
I
and
was
find
just
her.
there. I was just there. Dropping some frame rates here. This game is certainly a little bit more intensive than some of the others we have played recently. There's Sarah. Is that Sarah? No, that's Gardner. Where's Sarah at? Sarah, where?
Hello, I'm
there you are.
Sarah, and I'm supervising the development of the wildlife park. I'd love you to help me learn how to design enclosures to suit the needs of different species.
You're not Sarah either. Where are you, Sarah? Oh, maybe this will take me to Sarah? I'll click the next button. Okay.
Designing an enclosure is one of the most creative but demanding tasks in a wildlife park. It's really fun to actually build your own design concepts. But we must, of course, bear in mind specific habits and requirements of the animals that will inhabit the enclosure.
Oh, there's Sarah. Okay.
First, I'd like to use the gazelle enclosure to show you the best way of building an animal enclosure.
Okay.
The most important equipment in an animal enclosure is the feeding device. And there are different types of facilities for different food, sometimes also in different sizes and at different heights. Select an animal to find out which food is required by a particular species. You can use the Details button, which will then appear on the bottom right to view all the important info about the animal species.
Okay, so select the animal. Alright, click the next button, okay.
Herbivores can also feed on the foliage in the enclosure, but for this we would need to build really big enclosures that are difficult to manage. So let's look for some suitable feeding devices to place in the enclosure. You'll find these in the enclosure facilities section on the top left.
Top left. Oh, I see it. Okay. So I guess I'm supposed to click that, right? Yep. Ugh, this thing driving me nuts. Of course, it doesn't want to respond. I can see today's going to be one of those days where the technology wants to fight me the whole way.
In the gazelle enclosure for the moment. So now select appropriate feeding devices for our gazelles and put them in the enclosure. It's important to position them so that both the animals and the keeper have free access to them from all sides.
Okay. Well, what do you guys like to eat here? Food, water, grasses, and minerals. So I got water. I need grasses and minerals, I guess. Food. Feed crib, grasses, leaves. Feed bowl, insects. Large salt lick. Drinking trough. Feed crib, grasses. I guess this would be it here. That would work best for them. Water trough, so we'll put the feed trough right here.
That turned out really well.
Excellent.
A keeper will now fill up the feeding device, and the gazelle can now enjoy a hearty meal.
Yeah, I think it's my system not working too snappily here. It's not using a whole heck of a lot of memory. I mean, it's using a lot, you know, not as much memory as some other games that I don't have an issue with, so.
When you select one of
Thank you.
the gazelles, you will also see that minerals are an important part of a balanced diet, too. So now try placing 2 salt licks in the enclosure. Again, make sure they are placed far enough away from the other facilities in the enclosure and from the enclosure perimeter.
2 salt licks. And how about we put 1 here? Yes, that's what they're looking for. They're looking for mineral. Put 1 over on this side, maybe.
You can now see the gazelles go
There
to the
we
salt
go.
licks to restore their mineral balance. To do this, select a gazelle and then the food section where you can use the bars to see how well their food requirement is currently being satisfied.
There you go. They're heading towards the salt lick. Excellent. Yep, good. Now some of them want to back scratcher or something here too. It's not telling me nothing. Right, so far so good. Minerals must be satisfied at gazelles. Percent for all 50. Oh. Okay, so we're 4 out of 6. Alright. So they haven't all satisfied yet. Alright. Looks like this might be the last couple here. That's what we're waiting on. 5 out of 6. Who are we missing? We're missing somebody.
Okay,
Oh,
so
there we
now
go.
that
All
the
right, good.
gazelles have a healthy diet, we'll move on to their physical well-being.
Okay.
Many animals that have a coat need places where they can scratch and scrape. If you have a cat, then you'll know what I mean.
Yes.
Gazelles also have a beautiful coat that needs constant care, so you need to provide a place where they can have a good scratch. Now try to find a scratching device in the enclosure facilities section and install it in the gazelle enclosure. Again, make sure you select a suitable spot so the gazelles can get to it easily from all sides.
This one I can put towards the center here. What do I got in here? I think would work for me. Alright, so we've got the build. Toy. Need a scratching post here. Toy. Stone. Hurdle. Log. Stone, stone, stone. Branches. Oh, which one is it? Maybe a stone? Scratch need must be satisfied for gazelles percent for all. Do they scratch on that, I wonder? Do I have an undo? I don't know if I have an undo here or not. That don't seem to be the thing they want here. Oops. No. Jump height. Yeah, okay. Jump. Oh, they could use it to jump. I still don't know the scratch. Okay. There ain't too many toys to choose from. Put this over here then. Play. Well, that's not it. It's got to be this thing. Scratch it. There we go. Now, how do we sell? Guess we don't have a choice, huh? Alright, looks like they're going scratch now. Peekaboo, I see you. Right, now we gotta wait for them all to scratch here. Okay. Ugh. Happy Animals Keeper 8. Happy Animals. Woo-hoo. Let's check your progress here. Got it. Thank you. Alright, half of them so far. Alright, that might be all of them now. Just wait for it to kick in. Yeah, that's all. We just gotta wait for it to kick in. Bancomat.
Well done.
Thank
The
you.
gazelles are now totally satisfied, and we can now focus on designing the new enclosure. An animal handler has informed us that he has some news, so please follow me when you're ready.
We're in slow-mo mode here. Okay. Let's see, we can't, there's no options to speed up or slow down or whatever here. Category selected. Personnel. Oh, here we go. Speed things up here a bit. No, that doesn't seem to be helping any. Yeah, just my system. Alright, let's go ahead and rock and roll here. What am I waiting for? Go to Sarah. Oh, I'm not close enough to Sarah. I need to invade her personal space here.
We're in the process
There
of
we
planning
go.
an enclosure here that is big enough for a herd of up to 5 gnus. We have already finished a section of the enclosure fencing,
What's
and
the
now
news
I'd
on
like
the
you
news?
to finish it off for me. As
Okay.
before, you will find fences in enclosure construction. Tip: you should also place a gate in the enclosure fence so the staff can also enter at any time.
Okay. Zoom out here so we got a better view of what we want to do here. Okay. Well, there's already a gate there, right there. I think is the gate, isn't it? All right, so let's go ahead and build some structures here. Looks like it's going to be fence. Here we go. Looks like it's this type of fence here. Dang it. Come on. Where'd he go? Ugh. Alright, let's start on the other side then. This is the same type of fence this is here. There we go. That's better.
Let's now see
There
if the
we
news
go.
can be delivered. To do this, go to the animal trading section on the top left. You're now in a sort of marketplace for animals where there's a constant stream of offers and propositions for wild animals from professional animal traders locally and even from all over the world.
Oh, yeah. Is there out? Yeah, I'll read that. Okay. Has stream from all over the world. So we need to find an animal. Click the next button. Oh. Okay, that might help.
Wild animals, as we require them, should only be traded with the relevant permits. This is very strictly monitored.
Of course it is.
Look, Our new trader is now
Hey, there we
advertising
go.
his animals for sale.
Excellent news.
So we should act as quickly as possible.
Okay.
We'll just take one new at first. It's better if you learn how to handle a single animal before we establish the entire herd.
Okay.
So now select a new and go to Buy at the bottom right of the menu.
We'll start with
Then select
female.
the spot where you want to place the new.
Buy. Buy. And we'll put new.
Great! It's
There.
done. It's always a thrill when you acquire such a magnificent animal.
Yes, yes, it is. Boop.
You can now select the new at any time and move it to another place. However, it should now remain within the new enclosure. Otherwise, I fear you'll incur the wrath of Enrique.
Of course.
You've already learned how to build and equip an enclosure for a hoofed animal using the example of the gazelle enclosure. Now try to satisfy the new's needs too. Here's another tip. You could copy a great deal from the gazelle enclosure.
Okay. What do you need? New. Age 10 years old. Lots of energy, no disease, behavior. Needs to mate, don't we all? Herd size needs to be larger, so needs water, grasses, minerals, and leaves. Okay. Zoom out here. Water, grasses, minerals, and leaves. Oh, come on. Come on, wildlife. Alright, so feed crib. Oh, there's leaves. Alright, so okay, we'll throw some leaves here. Boop. We'll grab the grasses. Let's throw that there. Needs water, water, water. Climate control. The food needs a water trowel. The water trough here. What's this here? Come on, pop-up menu. A small drinking trough. Large. Okay, small or large. So we'll go with the large. We'll plop you right in the center there. Okay. Let's see how you're doing. You wanted water. That's what you got. Alright, so it's got to go drink. Exercise. It needs to scratch. So let's go ahead and grab the branches. We'll put them out over here. Here we go. So the only thing it really needs is to scratch. Alright, there we go. Alright, so what's our goal here? All news must be satisfied to 70%. Okay. It is 0% satisfied so far. Well, that's not good. Looks like these plants need water. That plant needs water. Oh, salt lick. It needs, that's right, it needs minerals. Let's go ahead and throw the salt lick down. Yeah, this is actually the salt lick right here, isn't it? Yeah, alright, let's go ahead and we'll put the salt lick over here. How's that sound? That sounds good to me. So we'll throw the salt lick there. Alright, I think that gets everything then. We'll see how we do here, right? Yeah, I should grab the salt lick and we should be in good shape for this thing. See, this is overall happiness. So once it gets the minerals, it's 42%. We're getting there. That doesn't update automatically. 53%. Okay, 56%. Needs to scratch. So once it scratches, I think, I guess right where we want to be. It's happy. But is it happy enough? That's the key.
Well done.
Thank you.
The new is
We did
already
it.
settling into his new home.
All right,
But
good.
as you know, it's a herd animal and will want to be surrounded by a sufficient number of its own kind.
Oh,
Now
it's
try
raining.
to bring more news into the enclosure until the entire herd is happy and contented.
Okay. Oh, it's a thunderstorm, is it? All right, let's throw the mail down. Oh, I gotta buy mail. Flop. I guess I gotta buy all of them. Can I select more than one? No, I can only select one at a time. Okay. Flop. Flop. Oh, no, don't plop there. Well, we gotta pick you up. We gotta pick you up. There's my little pickup menu here. Oh, here it is. Take you inside the enclosure, please. There we go. Thank you. Alright, thirsty and you need minerals. Maybe I should take you and plop you next to the minerals. How's that? There we go. There we go. Now we gotta wait for them to be satisfied, don't we? All news must be satisfied 95%. Herd size for all. Percent for all. Oh, more happy animals.
I'm so proud of you. You've actually managed to make all the news happy. We're through here for the moment.
All right, good.
I would now like to introduce you to our gardener, Nelson. He's standing by the Jeep track in the gazelle enclosure and is just busying himself with some planting. You could maybe go help him out.
Okay. We'll go help out Nelson. Saw you earlier, didn't we?
Hey, Nelson. Gazelles are also incredibly shy animals, and that's why it's particularly difficult for the park visitors to drive too near them without scaring them off. So we're going to hide the Jeep track behind a line of orange trees.
Okay. Well, if you put orange trees there, will the guests be able to see the news?
Unfortunately, our orange trees have become rather shriveled in transit, and
Oh,
you
yes.
can help Nelson revitalize them. So please select one of the orange trees along the Jeep track. You may notice they obviously aren't entirely happy with the ground here.
I'm sure. The ground is too hard for me. Wow, talking trees. Who would have thought? Who would have thought?
So, to ensure our orange trees flourish and bear some beautiful fruit, we must acquire some good soil. Select the flashing button on the top left, where you can choose from a range of ground types. Now try to select a spot with just the right amount of ground hardness for the orange trees, and use the mouse to place it along the row. If you select a tree and then select the Details button on the bottom right, you can find out which ground hardness is best suited to these trees.
Preferred ground. Savanna grass. Okay, good. Just wondering if it told me. I believe this is the savanna grass, eh? There we go. We have your savanna grass. All orange trees must be satisfied to 98%. Currently 87%. Okay, good. Excellent.
Excellent! This ground is perfect for orange trees, and we now want to place a line of orange trees along the Jeep track. You'll find the plants on the top left by the flashing button.
Okay. Ugh. Oh my god, this thing. Let's put you up here. There we go. Okay. That might make my life a bit easier. Alright, I need to find the orange trees. Oh, I gotta wait for you to respond again. Oh, come on, game.
You will also find orange trees under subtropical plants. Select the orange tree and then go to the Buy button in the bottom section of the menu and place a further 8 orange trees along the Jeep track.
Subtropical. Orange tree, here we go. Further 8 trees along the Jeep track. Okay. I assume we have to keep that pathway clear, eh? I'm going to have to change the ground up here too, aren't I? So here's 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7.
Remember, plants are also
There we
living
go.
things that need looking after and nurturing, so they produce beautiful blooms and don't wither and die. You should also ensure that the trees are planted in the correct soil as quickly as possible.
Yes, I'm working it now, working it now. Let's bring this all the way down, savanna grass here. Alright, I think that does it. Alright, so once they start blooming, I think we'll be in good shape here.
Hey, it's looking really good.
Yes,
The
yes,
line
it
of
is.
trees can now really flourish and blossom. Our gardener Nelson will see to it that the plants are always well watered and fertilized. They may even produce some delicious, juicy oranges that the visitors can pluck from the branches. Your internship is coming to an end.
No!
As an extra reward, you will receive a gold-plated African sculpture.
Oh, really?
You can
Thank
display
you.
it in your own park if you want to have one at a later date. Tip: you will constantly receive gifts throughout the game, and you can view them by selecting the button on the top right.
Cool. Here we go, gifts.
Congratulations. You have successfully completed your internship in South Africa.
Woohoo! So what's this? All achievements, I guess? All achievements, yes. African statue, gold, sculptures. I can't place it. I could, that's cool. Alright. Next. No, we don't need to start because we're just about there. Mission 1 winner. Sweet mother of pearl. Excellent. So that's nice. So yeah, not too, it's not that too difficult to learn there. I like the idea of this track though. This little Jurassic Park car track going all the way around. That's pretty nice. Pretty cool here. Oh, this thing's not responding yet, and hence why that's why we're going to wrap it up here. Yeah, the performance is just not up to speed here. So this might be, if we ever stream this one, we might have to do it on the new system then, from the looks of it. Oh, the game, I don't think the game is that new. I don't recall when it came out. I'd have to look. But anyway, thank you for joining me today for day 50, everyone. We are halfway through of our gaming adventures here for Extra Life for the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia. Once again, you can donate safely, securely, and anonymously if you so desire, just by clicking one of the links down below in the description of this video as a Twitch highlight or a YouTube upload, or of course all the information down there below the streaming window as well. Now all it takes is just $1 at the end of the day to save a child's life, and to make a difference in the child's life. $1 can buy a specialized baby bottle that'll help a child with a mouth deformity be able to nurse and feed. And so, if you like this game, if you like Wildlife Park 3, if you will like saving kids' lives, if you just like my form of entertainment, hopefully, consider donating $1 for this video. If I can just get $1, just $1 for each of these videos, that's $100 right there for the kids of the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia. If I can get 5 people willing to donate $1 for this video, and 5 people, from 500 people, let's just say 500 people all together donating $1 for 5 people per video donating $1 for each of these 100 days of gaming videos. That's $500 right there. That's not too shabby at all. Again, remember, purple hair there. If I can get that purple hair in before we start our 25-hour marathon on Friday afternoon, November 2nd, 2018, 4 p.m. in the afternoon to be more precise. I will dye my hair purple for the marathon and, of course, beyond, because I'm sure that purple won't wash out straight away. But yeah, check out the Twitter hashtags 100 Days of Gaming and, of course, $1 at a time, because that's really all it takes. Now, the Children's Miracle Network's been fundraising since 1983, raising money for the most part $1 at a time. In fact, my Sam's Club has gotten their fundraising going. Now we were just there this past week. They got their fundraising going. I know some. I know there's something with GameStop nationally is doing something for Extra Life as well. So be sure to check out your local GameStop as well. And make a donation. All the proceeds from the CMN and what we do here by extension Extra Life, just as simple as playing a game, to save a child's life. Everything, every single penny goes to helping the kids of the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia. So thank you one and all for hanging out with me this afternoon. All you lurkers out there, as always, much appreciated. 51 more days ago, and we will be in the midst of our 25-hour marathon. 50 more games to go, like I said, 50 more different games to go. We got quite a fun lineup, I think. I'm really enjoying it this year, 100 Days of Gaming. Not that I didn't enjoy it in previous years, but having this extra challenge of playing 100 different games, and on top of that, not only 100 different games for each of these 100 days, but games that I've not played previously for 100 days of gaming. So in some cases, like Wildlife Park 3, this is the first time I've actually played this game at all. In some other cases, I've played the games, on occasion, or even streamed them, but did not play them specifically for 100 days of gaming. So we got 50 games in, 50 more to go, and it's going to be great fun. Coming up this week, we have Civilizations Beyond Earth. I believe that's tomorrow's, Thursday's 100 Days of Gaming for day 51. And then for day 52, it should be a Friday, we really delve back into a classic with the original Sid Meier's Civilizations. So we're going to do the next 2 Fridays. We're going to be delving back in time, doing Civilizations and Civilizations 2 for our stream. So we got them working, and that's going to be great fun as well. So be sure to join us every day for 100 Days of Gaming weekly schedule down below the live stream window here. In the schedule section, most obviously. So check that out. I try to get it updated every Friday or Saturday, again, depending on work and real life and all that stuff. But yeah, check it out, and you can see what we've got lined up, not only for 100 Days of Gaming, but our regular streams as well. When we actually have a few extra moments to do some streaming, we will be doing continuing our farewells to WildStar and the Pirates of the Burning Sea this month, so be sure to check those out as well in the schedule. In the meantime, again, please consider making a donation for this video. Just even $1 can really make all the difference, and $1 is much appreciated at the end of the day. Thank you, everyone. This is BJ Wilder saying, until tomorrow, day 51, I will see you in game.